sure every day anaangalia hiyo mti yake, anakuja anaipe maji every day. Mwaka ya kwanza ya pili imezaa bado, but after the time kanaoma kama miaka 5, 5 years of no return on investment. Ambia mwenzako miaka 5 bila kutoa kitu, lakini bado inakula pesa yake, right? Taking care, it's eating his money from the pocket, but this is an asset, right? After 5 years the first season comes. Unasikia kilo moja ni shilingi 200. Haitatoa mazao mingi first year. Nasikia imetoa kilo 100. So 100 times 200, 20,000. Hiyo mti atakuzaa inaisha. Next year, you think you go to replant the tree again? No, you only suffer once. Ndio mwenzako, you only suffer once. But returns are lifetime. Returns are lifetime. Most of us, we work for a month. We only enjoy 2 days or 2 weekends. Hivi advance na mwisho wa mwezi. Advance ikiingia hata unaangalia watu kwa ofisi. You know, nimekaa kwa kampuni kona staff 6,000, nimeona the faces change. Wakati wa advance everybody is happy. Hata salamu hata ya kusalimia hiyo siku salamu inatoka. But imagine this scenario. You work for 26 days in a month. You enjoy 2 days and suffer 24 days. Not 24, 28 days. What do you think? Is it better to delay your gratification now for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 years, but the day you start enjoying, you keep enjoying? Which is better? Ni gani mzuri? Ati ufurahie saa hii. Every month na enjoy siku ngapi? 2. Unaumia siku ngapi? 20. And most of the cycle we taste to enjoy. We don't enjoy, you just taste. Unaona kanaisha, unarudi nyuma kwa hiyo mwezi mwingine. Unaenda kuonywa weekend ilikuwa karibu ishe. Pesa imeisha, enda nyumbani. What would be better? To suffer now and sacrifice for 5-10 years, or to enjoy? Ritu. Ni gani mzuri? Uriza my fellow millionaire, what do you do? Basi imetoka, twende bypass. Right? Na sasa hata tu sio party after party, kuna watu wa But una enjoy kidogo inaisha. I remember one time I will never forget, and Chris Kirubi was there, then he said, I have hired staff. And saa ingine natoa kazi around saa 2, saa 3. And wakati nateremka his building, International Life House, some of those staff wanamuita hapo kwa hizo bars zenye anapitia hapo, akienda nyumbani sema mdosi kuja tukununulie moja. And he said, I pity these young men because they will die without tasting better alcohol. At first you think it's pride. Then an article came. Like after a few months later, an article came and said that ABC we have a bar where Toto is going for 40,000. For 40? If you make 100,000, can you take double tot? At now, no, right? Because you have a rent. True or false? So, there are things that you check that you need to be very observant. Don't see money as a tool to buy things. See money as a tool or a seed to invest. Right? See money as a tool to invest. The more money we get, the more we think about what to spend. The rich, any money they get, they are thinking, what do I invest this money? Where can my money give me a return on investment? They keep the money in the throw, we keep the money in the wallet. Kuna mwingine hata anashinda anaenda kwa ATM, anatoa, anarudi kwa M-Pesa, anairudisha kwa account. And nowadays, if you realize, technology is not making us to have discipline to make us richer in the future. Technology, it is advancing our instant gratification and delaying our self-control. Have you realized that? Technology is not working to help you get rich quicker. It is helping you to get poorer quicker. Unakaa chini unavuruta. Kama utavuruta, utafuliza. Right? So, the day kitambo, you know, our old men, the reason they have invested highly, because kama alikuwa ametoa 1,000, anaenda kufurahia, na ni Friday, anajua ni Friday na Saturday. Bank inafunguliwa lini? Monday. Sai hata Sunday. You can withdraw your money at ease, mobile banking. Have you seen how technology is affecting our discipline to get rich? We become impatient, we have Uber. Bereni ulikuwa unapigia dereva, saa hiyo dereva ako Mlolongo, anakuambia ako hapa town. Na anakuja na tour, but you are patient. Today we have Uber. Hata ukiangalia uone iko 10 minutes you cancel. Are we getting more patient or are we getting more impatient? You cannot be successful if you are not patient. Ambia mwenzako, you cannot be a millionaire if you are not patient. Patience, like a farmer, the way I've told you, a farmer will read for 5 years. But when he starts harvesting, the farmer will rest. The farmer is going to. But us, we will keep running and running and running and running and running in the treadmill. But you're not moving financially. You have not made a progress. You have worked for 10 years. You have worked for 20 years. But you have never stepped. But you're always in motion. Right? Ambia mwenzako, motion is not progress. Motion is not? Don't confuse motion with progress. You see, if you are progressing, you are progressing. But you can be in motion, but you are not going anywhere. Kila mwezi huwa na save. Alafu after save mwakimure tunachukua roho na nunua liability. And then you still remain the same process. In fact, unarudi nyuma. Because umenunua liabilities zimekula pesa kwa mfuko. So the more you are working, unanunua liability ingine kubwa, unarudi tena step ingine nyuma. And that's a vicious cycle. Are you together? Another thing we need to know, if you want to be successful, the successful people, they buy out of the abundance of the profits in the investment. Right? They are buying out of the abundance. As we are buying out of lack. I need to look good. I need to look smart. Can we see the difference? These two gentlemen will start, they will take a loan, right? Wachukue loan kila mtu 500. huyu aende apage anunue gari, right? This guy aende for example aseme invest, right? Akiinvest, wakitembea kwa barabara, nani anakaa tajiri? Mwenye ako na gari, right? Mwenye hana gari hata akizaliwa sana wasalimiki. By the time anaingia kwa boma anagundua he looked rich but he's actually very poor. But mwenye hana, he looked very broke, right? That money will trade with money, and then we will have a surplus in the next 10 years, 20 years. He can have his profit as 500,000 once. And then from there atachukua 500, anunue hata gari mzuri kuliko huyu at the same cost, na mebakisha 2 million. Do you buy from rank, feeling I don't have and I need something? Or do you buy from your friend? Uliza your fellow millionaire. Uliza my millionaire friend. Do you buy out of abundance or do you buy out of lack? The poor buy now, pay expensive tomorrow. They buy now, pay very expensive tomorrow. The rich, they invest now and they reinvest the money. And when they buy in cash. You get? And what they are buying is purely from profit, not from the seed capital. Sisi tunachukua seed capital ndio loan, unaenda unanunua liability. Then run is very, very important. If you look about evolution of money, it is very funny because before you used to have barter trade, right? After barter trade, tukaanza kuletewa currency, right? We used to have gold, right? But somebody in the global economy, and this has never hit me until this year, around May when I was in Greece, and I realized how terrible things are if you don't have assets in life. One of the reasons Gaddafi was killed is because he wanted to have an African currency or an African dollar that is backed with underground natural resources. This could have crashed the global economy because dollar is not, you are told $1 is equal to 100 Kenya shillings, right? But if you buy the paper is banned, right? You take a pound, 160, but it's just a paper, right? You take an euro, the same, right? But imagine having a currency that its reserve is backed up with underground natural resource. It could have crashed global economy. It could have come down to its knees. The World Bank, the IMF, all of them could have crashed. And he had the capacity. His ability to think was way ahead of time. Right? But he realized that boy is telling the vision to they are not seeing what he's seeing. Are we together? Now, in Greece, imagine you have saved everything, and then crisis comes like the way it happened in Uganda. Print more money. Mnakosaje pesa na mnagani? Simu print pesa. So you just print. And if you read about Peter Ngedemo, there's time he shared that when he was coming to US, he came and bought a plot in Kajiado about Rongai, bought several acres, and then he had money in the bank savings. And then when economy came, he said, my savings was hit more than 40%, but the rand was not affected. Ambia mwenzako invest. And especially in rand. Especially in rand never loses value. It increases in value. Increases in. Invest in land. Buy big lands. buy and keep. Buy and wait. And forget. If you get an acre has about 8 plots, 50 by 100. If you buy an acre now, the next 20 years, you are assured that the money has grown exponentially. Don't think short term, think long term. Don't think. Think in phases, in the years to come. Where am I going to be, right? Why am I saving? Why am I taking my loan? Invest in that. Have several acres somewhere. And forget. Keep your money. Invest more in knowledge. Invest more in knowledge. I remember I was in a hotel in Italy, in Mepereco, one of the best restaurants. And then unapewa menu is written in Italian. And then you could hear friends, those who understand Italian ordering. But me, my limitation was not in what the hotel had. I was limited not by what I had. I could hear them speaking Italian. My limitation was in what I understood. We are limited by what we do. You are limited by what you can understand. Because I could hear them speaking Italian, but the bottom line, I'm understanding nothing of Italian. Are we together? Maybe yuko hapo, chef ako hapo, uko na pesa kwa mfuko, but you cannot order anything. Unagoja ya mtu ikuje, unasema kama hiyo. Like that one. And unfortunately, in the field of money, that's what we do. You have money, but you don't have ideas. An average Kenyan will read about less than one book in a year. Less than one? But for billionaires like Trump says, I read 2 books in a week. 2 books in a? So in a year, those are 104 books. They say it takes like 50 books to have a PhD. 50 books is equivalent to a PhD. So these are my fellow billionaire. Do you have a PhD in millions? Or making money? How many books have you read about money that talks about money? Are we together? If you want about money, read books that talks about money. If you want about happiness, learn from books that gives you happiness. You are as great as the books that you read. Friends you associate yourself with. And the knowledge you have about God. And you are giving. Giving is very key to success. Nisisahau hata niwasomee the verse yenye nilimwambia iko kwa 2 Corinthians chapter 9. 2 Corinthians chapter 9 from verse 8. Chapter 9 verse 8. And now read. And God is able to make all grace abound toward you, that you always having all sufficiency in all things, you may have an abundance for every good work. Ambia mwenzako, abundance for every good work. Who want to have abundance for everything they decide to do? Mkono juu. If you want to have enough money to do what you want, to make a difference in the society, let's show our hand. Abundance for every good work. Then 9, as it is written, he has dispersed abroad, he has given to the poor, his righteousness endures forever. Now here the key is giving to the poor. Giving to the poor, giving to the community. How many of us here have gone to their primary school and given something at 10,000? That's by show of hand. Kama ile primary ulisomea, ushaipeana more than 10,000, inua mkono juu. We have to. Ile Sunday school ulisomea, at least umewapea pesa, mkono juu. Ile church school ulikuwa unasomea. Some of us, we have never even gone back to a primary school. Mpaka tuchukue reading certificates. Hata hujui venye iko. Giving to the poor leads to charity work. I'm not talking about time. I'm talking about giving to the poor, to charity. I'm challenging you. Once you give to the poor, you touch God's heart. Sawa sawa. Don't say to somebody who knows they are poor and say, go and come tomorrow. No. Kama ni chakula mpe. Now verse 10 iko na formula. Inasema, now may he who supplies seed to the sower and bread to the food, supply and multiply the seed you have sown and increase the fruits of your righteousness. Hapo in short, let me simplify. Mungu anatuambia let us not eat with two hands. Ambia mwenzako, don't eat with two hands. Don't eat with two hands. Atukule na mikono yote miwili. No, God says he first gives seed to the sower, bread to the eater. Which is coming first? Seed or bread? Seed is coming first. So when you get your salary, what do you do first? Do you eat or do you invest? No, Muriza, my fellow millionaire, what do you do? Tumesoma Biblia kale. You sow it a seed. And then you eat. Most of us we eat without working, without planting. Kwanza by the time tunagundua hakuna hata kitu ya kupanda. What do you do first? Unapanda ama unakula kwanza? Mshahara ikiingia tuangalie rasilimali. Nini ulifanya ya kwanza? Wacha niwaambie, kama hata kampuni ingekuwa na system ya kukata hiyo pesa kabla ufikie, ungekuwa unapewa hiyo pesa. And look at scenario. Look at what happened to TSC in politics. When serikali ikataa kutoa pesa ya NAT, ikapea walimu wapeleke saving. What happened? They never saved. Pesa ikiguza tu kwa mkono hivi, inaitisha ya kuspend. Uliza mwanzo, ungekuwa unapewa pesa saa hii, ungeenda kusave yenye una save? Ama unalipa loan? Kama ingekuwa inakatwa kwa system, I can tell you, we couldn't. Are we together? So, every money divided into two. Make sure you invest before you eat. We say luxury is the enemy. The more you want to enjoy, the more broke you become. Your biggest enemy is your taste for better things when you have not invested for them. Are we together? So let us make sure that we purpose to invest. Save religiously. Save religiously. And invest religiously. Invest. And that is Bible. Secret tumeona. God wants us to have all this. But there is a formula below. Peana, upande before ukule. Ambia mwenzako panda before ukule. You plant. Every money, hata ukipewa 10 shillings. Jiulize, what can I do with 10 shillings? If I get 1,000, what can I do? How much can I save? Are we together? In terms of risk, be a risk taker. Be a risk. The poor always avoid to take risk. It is a risk they cannot afford. But for the rich, they cannot afford not to take risk. They cannot afford not to take Risk. How can you survive? How can you want to become a millionaire? You're not taking risk. You cannot afford. You lose your money. Ambia mwenzako, you lose your money. Utapoteza pesa. You know, I always said, in the failing, I'm not a speaker who will tell you, oh, life is going to be very good, you're not going to fail. Me, I tell you to the face, you will fail. You will fail. If you want to be successful, you will fail. And not once, not twice. In fact, they say, the reason, they say, I'm going to be successful, and they are fully convinced is because research says 9 out of 10 business, they fail. 9 out of 10, they. But the rich, they say, I'm going to be successful 100% because I'm going to start 10 businesses. Because by the time I'm doing my 10 businesses, I'm going to succeed. I'm going to. So they are not afraid to fail 9 times. No. Are we together? They know. If you fail 9 times, the 10th one, utakuwa umeshika rai. You feel abia utaunga tu mara 9. Mwambie utaunga tu mara 9. But the 10th one you will succeed. And you Joshua should Optiven asemaka he has failed 17 times. But after 17th time he succeeded in the 18th time. Right now Optiven is a billion shillings company. But he failed how many times? Ambia mwenzako 17. Thank God he has a very hard wife. Una fail mara 17 na nakushikilia na kuambia we can do it. Another thing we need to be careful of if you want to be successful. Let us be partners in our relationship. Let us be partners in our. Tuliambiwa juzi mambo ya watu wana Pastor Sumonene. I attended the first burial 2017, that burial that I have attended that have touched my heart. It was in a burial that they were a young couple doing very well, grew up, invested together, bought a house in town, and after being married for 20-25 years, the wife akapata stroke, paralyzed. The husband was working, and then finally ikakuwa toto. She cannot do anything for herself. The man, of course, the sisters came to help. And then, of course, people get tired, right? And the man now could not go back in their home in the village. So the man did something unexpected. Aliuza nyumba yao ya Nairobi. Akaenda kanunua shamba Nyandarua County, 5 acres, build a small house. And the man started taking care of the wife, from washing her, changing her, everything, feeding her. Now, if you're sitting to already, one question you should ask: if today you get paralyzed 100%, is what you have done in your marriage, can it make that man take care of you the rest of your life? You're sitting to already ask her. Is what you have done to the person you're in a relationship with, can it be paid that way? Second question. The second party I attended this year was 23rd. It was this November that year. About a man, very prominent, successful. And then he got a kidney failure. They went to India with the wife. And the wife opted to give her kidney. So if you're sitting to a man, ask him, can your wife give you kidney? In case it matches. Is what you have done to her. And then at a point, the man could not take care of himself. So from being driven, everything, supported. One of the enemy of becoming successful, it is in our relationship. If you never discuss money in your relationship, you are never safe. Even if you dated but did not talk about money, go back to the drawing board. Because you're always working against each other. Everybody is hiding money from each other. And guess what? Who enjoys your money? It is not you. It is your friends. If you don't agree with your wife about money, her friends enjoys her money. Anaitwa charity hata akiwa kwa nyumba. Barua inakuja. Tuliona tu kwa charity wetu. Mzee chairman. Hii position haikujagi hivi. Ati chairman. Kiongozi. But you might find your friends are enjoying your money, but as a family you are suffering. Everybody, I wish I was married to that man. But the wife does not enjoy the money the way you enjoy it. At the end of the day, it is not even how long you have been married to each other that counts. It's how much time have you spent talking with each other. Are we together? It is not how old your kids are. I know people, I have met people, and their kids are about 18, but they have never spent more than 20 hours with their fathers. And they're how old? But more than 20 hours of quality time? Never. Because one thing that you realize that is precious in becoming successful, it is time. Time is the only thing that you have that is scarce. You only have 24 hours in a day, 1,440